This is going to be the... What the heck is the name of this category? 73.2% run? I don't envy whoever had to do the math to figure this out. Basically what this category is 100% without the gotcha machine. And you will begin to see what that means. So 3, 2, 1, go. Obviously it starts off exactly the same. Have to unmute the controller speaker from the last run, which is the first low input you really do have to do as a low. All the amazing stuff that the PS5 controller can do. Of us being quite conscious about respiratory droplets, let me just say that if your friend has played Astro's Playroom, and certainly if they've played it as much as I have, do not borrow their PS5 controller. This has been a public service announcement. So obviously it starts off exactly the same. We still have to spawn CPU Plaza. And I say jumping out of that controller is actually an input. I have to swipe up on the touchpad. It looks too seamless. It looks like it's totally touchable, but it is not. And buttons. Pull the wires. Quit out. It took a little getting used to on the PS5 that quitting out to the home screen, versus pulling up the home screen, is a long press of the PS button. On PS4, it's a short press. And I ran again Infamous First Light, which has a very similar kind of cutscene skip mechanic to it. So it definitely took some relearning muscle memory to make it long press. There are 3 puzzle pieces, technically 4, but we don't get the 4th one until the end of the run, but some puzzle pieces in CPU Plaza. That's what we are getting now. Let's jump up a little bit. The wires here, that's access to... okay. That was a little weird. The other side of CPU Plaza, pull some wires here. There's 2 mural pieces on this side. Okay, that happened. There's 2 mural pieces on this side. And no matter how you route this, you end up having to sort of backtrack to get one of them. So. I think expected to get that one and fall down, but I actually want to get the other one, which is right there. And now we will access each level again to make them accessible from the PS5 Activities menu. Start with GPU Jungle in this case, since you'll land right on top of it. Put a little character in there playing PS Vita. His name is Chip. Probably because he's a chip. I still love to get the major artifacts in order. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's still gonna start in memory. You can see the first puzzle piece right there. Believe it or not, the first time I attempted a run of this category, I can say it's just been running any percent too much. That's not gonna make it. Nice. I ran straight past that puzzle piece. That is not a hard jump. Take those guys out this time since they might bug me on the way to get to that puzzle piece. Smiley Cloud has collision. And we have artifacts! It's one controller! That is what I was trying to avoid. I was trying to climb up the back of it. I'll just go around. Again, I'm going to play this a little safe. You can do this without waiting for the clouds at all. Good start. But at least I got the checkpoint here. And I can get from there to here without clouds. Another artifact here. The mouse, yeah. And of course the minor artifacts in each zone relate to the major artifact, in this case the PS1, so who knew that the PS1 had a mouse peripheral? I sure didn't. Even some of the PS5 trophies for this game reference PlayStation classics. Like the one for, I don't think I grabbed the wires when I actually did. The one for taking shelter from the, quote, heavily raining people is called, you can probably guess what it's called, but it's called Jason! An alternate name for this category. I call it 17 crowns because when you clear out an area on the map, I'll even show it, it gives you a little crown icon. And 73.2% is just a little bit dense and uncomfortable. The game has no actual innate percent meter, so that name doesn't really reflect anything you can find in the game. I think somebody just did the math by how many artifacts are in the gotcha machine. There's 28 puzzle pieces and over a dozen artifacts. I know you need 53 spins to clear it. Alright, so we are going to go the death route here. I'm going to take this kinda slow, not too slow. Because, of course, there's an artifact there. Memory card. So long, overnight pauses. Shoutouts to overnight pauses. Who remembers overnight pauses? I actually do. In my case, it would have been on the N64. Missed the cycle there, because I was a Nintendo child. Another artifact over here. Let's get this. Yep. Coated in mysterious black ooze. I don't know if that's literally something that was the case with PS1 games. That's kind of weird. A little bit of a hidden puzzle piece there. We'll just explore a little bit. Easily missable puzzle piece here. Just kinda got a hug right here. If you do miss it, you see it as you go past, like, oh no, I missed one. And again, since the controller speaker mic is muted, the game doesn't throw in the party. There are even more of them in the longer category. guys out because they're jerks. Another glow input here that we're not actually doing. Build this little side area. I think that's Bloodborne, but not possible. Because that would be definitely a little fun incentive to see like kind of how many PlayStation Easter eggs can chat recognize. Like, here's one I don't really know, the LCD monitor. Okay. Get on the Duffy, and a glow input to send it on its way. Makes Astro lose his balance a little. Can jump out just a little bit early before the Duffy finishes. I don't think I actually have sprint speed right now, but moving like I do. It's not crucial to this level, it is crucial to SSD. Obviously, as you can imagine, getting struck by lightning or landing on the lightning platform, it's not the healthiest choice for Astro. A little side area here. Or getting hit by the lightning Roy. It's another artifact. The multi-pack. We have an infamous-esque blind wire to get back to where we were. There's a little skip here that I noticed during the casual playthrough of National Plank Speedrunner Zem92 that I messed up. There we go. So he did that by accident. It skips having to climb on those clouds to the side there, which is a little bit less precise. So I have to time it right, and I'm pretty sure it still saves time getting it second try like as opposed to going over the clouds. And to the next area, bumper right. Astro always has to give a cute little wave when he gets into the power suit. There are actually two mural pieces. Or no, yeah, two mural pieces. The first one you can see, the second one's a lot more hidden. It's for taking out all of the bowling pins in the center. The other one you get by going there and getting that. Can you get out of here? Oh, okay. Usually I can get that much more smoothly. Usually you can get that pretty smoothly by pressing down on the touchpad, which is how you stop Astro when he's in the ball. But it didn't quite work that time. I had to backtrack. Actually, the first time I had to backtrack there, so that's never happened before. I kind of have to do this one a little bit fast, so because of the ice physics. So I stop altogether when it's talking about better off the edge. We have the DualShock controller. Praise be thumbsticks. I don't know how anyone ever played without them. Or perhaps including myself on the NES back in the day. This one's really hard to be fast, at least for me. Because there's just not much room to maneuver. There's that. And it's pink controls when you're on here, so you have to swipe the touchpad in the actual way that Astro Ball is facing in order to get through it extra fast. If you just try to push forward the whole time, you won't really feel anything. This little bit of tech here is the same as in... Oh, I don't want to go to CPU. I'm going to say the same as in... any %. I did something a little different there. that I didn't really intend to. Because I just saved myself a warp. I'm not sure why I saved myself a warp. That was interesting. But anyway, here we are in CPU Plaza, and I have already skipped the puzzle piece, so I need to go back and get it. I was kind of fixated on figuring out why I didn't have to warp with the map, and I forgot about this puzzle piece. In fairness, it is behind where you start, so it's considering that. This time, I need to take the glider and land on a platform above the smaller, narrower platform above the much larger one. It's tricky, but not bad. That gets us the game show buzzer thing, yeah. Little skip that we cannot do in this category because we cannot go straight to that area over there. We're too low after grabbing that middle piece. So we have to land here. This Final Fantasy sword over there. Do the spin punch to spawn this. That is skipped in any percent. Since we're running up on this guy, we kind of have to shoot that shot. But a fairly well hidden puzzle piece here. What we need to do is get all the coins. It isn't as hard as it sounds. You just have to be near them. I'll get all the coins on this flight to make that spawn in. And another one that's pretty well hidden is down here. Down here. I should have pulled the wires the other way. And there's a really goofy skip you can do on this rocket. I've never even gotten it once in practice, so I'm not going to see it from there. Basically, it involves jumping up the little outer portholes of the rocket to make it to the top of this rigging without having to run up the stairs. It looks awesome. It's impossible. Keep moving to keep the sprint speed. And you only get one shot at it to run no matter what. So like, no thank you. I just unplugged my headphones. That is unfortunate. But I'm no longer hearing games today. A lot of the sound effects come through the PS5 controller speaker as well. I know several of them did it. That's when let's just get just the artifacts. I don't know, maybe it sounds like the controls that they're using in the voice. Not that quiet. The earphone cuts are still over my head. You hear the choice sounds. Memory cards. A little harder to keep your sprint speed and doing longer categories. also have to keep it. I'm gonna take a moment to replug my headphones. There we go. It's possible to keep it, but it's very risky. There's a puzzle piece down there. Another one in this immediate vicinity as well. There's a here. It's really tough to keep your trunk food while that opens up. It can be done, of course. If you remember from 20%, we skip past the machine gun. We will actually take it in this category for a reason that should be fairly obvious if we'll think about it for seconds. Not good. I still have this. That part at least is good. The reason is that there's a collectible that you can use. And you need the machine gun to destroy it. Itoy. If you're planning entertain, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Something's probably back up here. Go back here. Now, you're supposed to be caught in a stumble here. You jump right away and turn in midair. Ordinarily, you can see this. This is the PS2 game disc. But clearly not the Eco. You're not about to learn to run. It would theoretically still be faster to skip the machine gun again, but since we've done most of the necessary work with the marking it, let's go. You're supposed to see all these enemies and say, oh crap, what do I do? They're really not that hard to handle. And often in any percent at least, you wouldn't even know. And you would just pull the wires and keep going. That was not a particularly good sound, but it's alright. This is actually a level that I kind of struggle a little to get all of the puzzle pieces without not these ones. These ones aren't too bad. There's one too. Oh, famous last words. One coming up that I don't have the consistent. Is this the microphone? No. PlayStation 2 Slim. Actually have one of those sitting on the floor beside me. No, actually, two of those sitting on the floor beside me. One American and one Canadian. That purple piece right there. We'll go down here first. The microphone is the artifact. Cold in this area. You penguins that you'll also see in the cooling springs, the ice level. That's the Sin Star microphone. All you really have to do to get this puzzle piece without dying is just go straight up through it. Okay. Doesn't always. It's not as tough as it looks. Actually, no changes to us. Still the same collectibles and now I have to do the work the way I previously anticipated, just going wherever and then using them. I like my headphones are not working properly. There we go. Just nudge them a little easier. Actually, the headphones themselves are not that old, but the cable is pretty old. And charging a spin punch on the slide is actually a real minor step. It lets you skip animation of sinking below the water. This is kind of an interesting level. All the artifacts are just right here on the beach. They're not in the, if you remember from the 80%, they're not in the little swimming pool area inside. They're all out. Concrete genie over in the corner there. Maybe easier Easter eggs than this. Just in the camera. Puzzle piece under there. Never really even see it, you just hear the sound effect of it being bouncy bouncy. It's a fair for that piece. Another artifact. Oh! Hi guys, you followed me a long way. I don't remember what this artifact is. Ah, it's a PSV control. A little bit of movement tech here. This is the only time it's relevant, is to jump off the water instead of sinking into it. Actually, a pretty substantial time save over using the full-on swim animation. It's never relevant in 80%, and this is the only time it's relevant in this category of video. Boy, those guys just do not care, do they? Categories, you have to do a lot of backtracking, like sidetracking, as they call it, when you're in the springy suit. The stuff is just kind of everywhere. So want to be able to get that puzzle piece without having to do this jump, but I haven't been able to figure out a way out. Oh, that's close. Right there, instead of going forward into the level, you go to the plates, get the puzzle piece. Here we end up grabbing one of the few puzzle pieces we actually do grab in the intersections. One over here as well. This is dark. You get it when you jump out. Met with resistance. Resistance, Fall of Man, perhaps? something in this level is definitely a little bit different. You need this specific cycle to end up with you to be able to jump up and get this. It's another gun, yeah. Cycles gets kind of free when you have to go get the artifact as well, which is sort of nice. You don't really have to do anything for it. So here, this might be my favorite zone in the game. There's just so much cool movement here. Puzzle piece behind the igloo. Back there, enables us to get across, and get... Ooh, this is a puzzle piece. Nope, it's an artifact. Don't forget which artifact this is. The move controller. I remember what the other one in this zone is. It's the PS3 game disc. Fiendishly disguised to look like Uncharted. Honestly, what else are they going to use as inspiration for a PS3 game? I love the little bots that caught under the snow. Now, take Bot Charted. Even that pose is straight out of one of the Uncharted games. And that brings us back to earlier. You can't do quite as fluid a movement in longer completion categories and in 90% because like right there, right there you have to sidetrack to the puzzle piece. That's still pretty good though. There's not. The blow input the game does for us. Yeah. Man, I almost cleared the ice flow on the other side. I left that jump so late. Just to be on the safe side. Another one where you have to go the wrong way first, and you go the end to get to a puzzle piece. I would pay actual American currency for a replica of one of the gold coins from this game. Certainly for something that represents Astro, like a plushie or a figurine. I always love merch from this game. It's just how much I love this game. You may notice the puzzle piece over there. It's actually pretty smooth, getting around and down fluid movements. The chandelier will be on the cycle, but we gotta go the other way. Thing sinks, but all you need to do is jump off it. PSP Media Disc. I never had a PSP. And now that they're sadly guttering the store, I probably never will. I do love the idea of handheld PlayStation. I guess Nintendo kind of has the market for it, especially these days with the Switch. Anywho, there's another one where we can't quite go the way we're supposed to right away, and it's unfortunate. Yeah, see, when you respawn in the springy suit, it takes even an extra second longer than it would have in any other suit or in no suit at all. itself. The water is now green. Another instance where we can't just go straight the way we want to. This level is Sidetrack City, this particular zone of this level, sub-level. Now we're done. Good, those all say 100%. That's what I want to see. The last one said 85% because it didn't yet count the PS3. Off to GPU Jungle? And if you think you've seen sidetracking, hold on to your butts. Low input there that the game does for us. These wires, and that's where the first artifact in this zone is. The other part of the move controller. I never had a move either. My philosophy on motion controls has always been never like the Wii, no matter how they package it. Whether it's by Nintendo or by an entirely different company. Pretty big sidetrack here. So those two little caterpillar things. Spin punch the flower to divine spawn. This will eventually lead to a puzzle piece. Those droids up there give 0 hex. They will follow you all the way down if you don't take them out. This here can be just a little bit tricky. You need to take specifically that out because there is a puzzle piece and it's not always easy to land there. Ideally, you would land there and jump, obviously. But if you die, the game still remembers what puzzle pieces you grabbed. You can almost run past one. It's fine because I didn't. That has happened before. Try that again. That's a little more like it. Now we can move over here. A couple more clever hiding spots for things. Those droids don't spawn in until you get the artifact, which is kind of mean. You know, that's a puzzle piece. Pretty easy to miss. Darn you. We want to grab that. Not ideal. Oh, good. I was about to say that's the one place where I might have to climb like a casual, but I actually skip past the weak rocks. And then here, open up this area. There's a bunch of little exciting nooks and crannies in this game. Places you might not necessarily think to look. I certainly had to follow a guide to find all of the artifacts and puzzle pieces the first time. Time I ever tried to run up this category, I forgot about this puzzle piece right here. So I will never forget it again. There. That I believe is Neo Automata. We have the VR CPU unit, something like that. The flavor text is nobody really knows what goes on in here. I hope somebody does. This one is really not easy to find on your own. You have to let this wind blow you over here. Or if you're a god at this game like Exilius, you can just end up jumping there. Puzzle piece there, this will unlock the... Oh, those guys are jerks. Out of my existence. Now I can get the bow and arrow. And do the mini-boss. Ah, missed! Missed! Bridge always falling down always reminds me of Dark Souls 2. There's one of the only glitches in that game is a similar moment where there's a bridge falling down and the player, if they get time it right, can actually jump through it because the bridge doesn't have collision until it hits the ground. That is not the case with the bridge in this game. That bridge always has collision. If you try to jump through the bottom of it, you will hit your head and die. Best believe I tried it just to make sure. One more puzzle piece. That's another one I definitely did not find on my own. Loading puzzle piece there is a little hint to grab this. No, this is the spot where I have to climb like a casual. Because that rock gives out if you grasp it too firmly. So you have to really only very lightly press the shoulder button to be able to grab it and go past. Optimally, you can still zoom past those. It's just incredibly precise. Landed on his booty. A little sidetrack here. And then this area. Touching the coin at the bottom there spawns in the puzzle piece. Hooray! It didn't take 6 tries that time to get up here. Again, we warp to wherever with the activity menu. Warp to CPU Plaza. Warp away again. Hit the PS button too many times. Warp away again with the activity menu. Warp back with the map. I will also take this time to ensure that I have all the crowns I want. And I do. Excellent. So this would be a valid run. The only one that was missing was the one from CPU Plaza. It's because if you remember from the very beginning of the run, I said there were technically 3 puzzle pieces, or 4 puzzle pieces here, but we were only getting 3. This is where the 4th one is. The boss fight is exactly the same. There's no collectibles involved here. As I say, we've already gotten... Oh, actually not quite all of them, but all of them we can get up to this point. That will make sense in a few minutes. Oh yeah, same boss fight with T-Rex. Time won't stop right away after the T-Rex. Because there's a little... I almost left myself no room to dodge left there. That was... really quite close. Hey, we won! The boss is defeated. Off. And then have to throw it again. It's happened to me a few times. After I pick up the platinum trophy, I hold for just a moment before throwing it across his That's the boss defeated. You may have noticed I did not stop the timer. There's that cute little wave from Astro. If you let him keep doing his idle animation, he'll start. Sometimes he starts sleeping. In that case, he started playing a PSP or PSP. Have a little interactive credit sequence here. You punch out the yellow letters or do this with them. The trails from your rocket boots. Gives you a coin box. You can't actually die here. The enemies were to quote-unquote kill you, just not the credits for this game. There isn't much longer credit sequence. After this, it's just like normal scrolling credits. And, you know, I feel guilty when I skip credits in games, even when I've speedrun a number of times. I feel like the credits are there for a reason to give credit. You should be thankful and crediting these people, but speedrun, you gotta go fast. Can't skip these credits. I said I would. And don't worry, it will become clear why this is part of the web. I always like to try to challenge myself to get all of the yellow or golden ones. I usually can, sometimes I don't. I know when Nicholas Doucette's name comes out that we're almost director of this game, a gentleman who transplanted to Japan. Not a combination I would honestly think of on my own. There he is. And of course, the thank you for playing all in yellow letters. I believe it goes away in the same amount of time whether you destroy all the letters or not, but I always choose to. And Astro waves bye-bye. You skip discs. Then we have one more thing. Actually, it's, what, 3 or 4 more things? See what makes sense of? We got the PS1, 2, 3, and 4, but there's something missing, isn't there? That camera looks like it has seen some things. This is my favorite flavor text for any artifact. It's in your hands now. Well, yeah, can't argue with that. And then, of course, the grand culmination of our adventure. The PS5. And that is fun. Whenever I do run this game, and I'll include it in this video here, I like to let this animation of all the artifacts spawning in PlayStation Labo. It's so cool that the game knows to play these one after another. Ordinarily, these would play one at a time when you return from each level having claimed the respective console. It's so much better in the longer category, since you get to see all this extra stuff spawn in. Isn't that awesome? You get to see most of the mural, too. I will skip the pieces spawning in. You can see most of it. Celebrates the history of the PlayStation. And just a quick demonstration of why I don't run the 100% of this game. It involves coming here, doing this. There's minutes and minutes spent doing this. Then like... yeah, no thanks.